Hi, my name is Muthoni Masio Mohango from CLC Kenya, and I'm honored to have this opportunity to share with you about African Christian Authors Book Award, an authors program by CLC Kenya. Now, we started in 2015, just a year after we had received our print-on-demand facility. Initially, we had thought that we were going to just do the international books, but in 2015 God put it in our hearts, Patrick and I, that God wanted us to disciple his authors from Africa. And so in 2018 we launched the authors collaboration with 12 authors, and we continued with the training and working together with the authors. Currently, we are serving over 700 authors from Africa, about 6 countries in Africa. Now, from this direction that God had given us to disciple his authors, in 2020, that's when we formalized the program and called it African Christian Authors Book Award, ACABA in short. And the objective, or the idea, the goal that we want to achieve is to be able to recognize, to celebrate, and to promote quality in African Christian authorship. An author's journey with us is a minimum of 2 years, and in the first year, the authors submit their books, and the books go through a judging process. We have a team of about 20-30 judges who go through the books and give feedback. And in November every year, we culminate in a gala where we are able to award top 10 categories, or top books in the 10 categories that we have in ACABA. In addition to that, we also look at the book cover of the year and also the top content of the year. These are the books that have been well done for that particular year. After the gala, we spent the month of January and part of February giving feedback to the authors because our goal is to be able to improve the quality of the books. And so the judges' feedback forms a very critical part or step in this process. And so the authors receive the feedback and they work on their book. Some of them have to republish the book, or to lay out again, or to start afresh, and to make sure that the content is top quality. And then after that, we spent 10 months from February to November. We spent that time empowering the authors. We call it authors training and empowerment. And in this, we are looking at the different book-centric trainings that an author would need. Some of them is how to set up ebooks, audiobooks, blogging, podcasting, book programs, how to lead with your book, how to join book fairs and rights fairs. And so different things that an author would require to make their book successful. Throughout the year, the second year post-gala, we also spent time recording on video the nominees' journey, or the authors' journeys, because we want to be able to tell the authors' stories so that we can be able to connect with the readers and with our communities. And then finally, every month, we run author panels. These are forums where authors in the same genre or the same category come together and they discuss a topic that can be able to minister to the readers and to the communities. Now, our greatest challenge at this particular time is human resource. CLC Kenya is a small team, and ACABA is it's a big project, being able to serve over 800 authors, with 200 authors being active on a weekly basis, requires more people. And we thank God that we have so many volunteers. The pool of judges, 30 judges, they are volunteers. We also have the planning team, another 20 people who are also volunteers, and we also have other paid volunteers who are on full-time basis. But the project does need more people who are on full-time, so that becomes our greatest challenge at this particular time. And then we would want also to make the books go international. For many years, we have imported books from all over the world into Kenya, into Africa. And so we would also want to, and we feel this is the season for us to be able to export the books to other countries and other continents. And then we would also want to see more readers uptake. Many people in Africa will read for academic purposes, and we are hoping that by creating the awareness that African Christian authors are writing, then we can have more people pick books that are for leisure, not for academic, not for exams. And so that becomes our challenge. Let me look at the impact. ACABA program has given a lot of hope to authors. It's very difficult to author in Africa or maybe all over. It can be a very lonely journey, but with ACABA we have this pool of like-minded authors, and we are able to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ together. So this becomes that avenue that authors can come together and be able to pass the message that God has given them. How ACABA relates or contributes to the mandate of CLC Kenya. Our mandate is to, as CLC Kenya, is to honor God by making Christian literature and resources available and accessible so that people may come to faith and maturity in our Lord Jesus Christ. And ACABA becomes that avenue for us in Kenya because we are able to bring together many authors, Christian authors, who have a message from God, and so they help us, or we use that avenue to facilitate that implementation of the CLC mandate. Also, we have so many authors who are now publishing or republishing with CLC Kenya. This year we are full capacity. And then we also run writing classes twice a year, and a number of those writers are coming from ACABA. Some are writing the second book, the third book, the fourth book, and so that becomes a blessing for us. And then finally, many of the authors in ACABA now are printing with CLC Kenya's print on demand. In the future, would want to grow in 27 English-speaking African countries. For now, what we are seeing, we are already in 6 countries as of last year. The gala that was in last year, this year will be in about 10 African countries, and so that's what we are looking at, maybe growing 3 countries every year until we are able to cover the 27. And then would want to see more international participation, and I take this opportunity to appreciate CLC France for even making their one program global. For the first time last year, we had CLC France pick one book that will be translated into French, and so would want to see more of that, maybe Spanish and Italian and Russian and Korean. No pressure on anybody, but would want to see more of that. Since the announcement at the gala about the French translation, people have not stopped, the authors have not stopped talking about it, because they can be able to see hope in the future that their books can actually go global. And then also take the opportunity to appreciate the other CLC countries that are participating in our one program. We have South Korea, so she's been a judge, cover design judge, I think for 2 years now, and so thank you very much. And also thanking CLC Italy, Ivano also has been a judge for 1 year, and so that becomes such a blessing. Would want to see more CLC countries participate, maybe as judges or in any other way that they can be able to give hope to the authors that are coming from Africa.